Hello boys and girls, my name is SidAlpha, and yes, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is this guy doing wearing all of this stuff? Well, the reason for this is it's my birthday! I turned 37 today. And as per the agreement, I stated a while ago that I would do a review of the Alice in Wonderland video game dressed as the White Rabbit if we hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which we pulled it off a week early. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome that you managed to do this. It's incredible. We even went quite a bit past it. We're actually at 1,046 at the time of this recording. So thank you guys again for going above and beyond. I know this is ridiculous, but a promise is a promise is a promise. Even though I look absolutely retarded in all of this stuff because, and it's coming apart. The reason why it's coming apart is even though it's an extra large suit, as you can see, I'm apparently larger than an extra large costume, which is weird because I'm not obese or anything like that. I've actually been slimming down quite a bit. But yeah, this thing, it doesn't fit. It hurts like hell. It's hot as hell. I'm already sweating my butt off in all of this because I've got the leggings and everything like that. So I'm probably going to try and go out around town a little bit later and record some footage of that for you guys. But in the meantime, as promised, we're going to take a look at Alice Madness Returns, which is a video game that was released in June of 2011, and this game is a action-adventure platformer, which is very similar to several other games that I've reviewed recently, whereas, there's definitely a Devil May Cry almost feel to it. But this has been an interesting trip down the rabbit hole, but before we get into things, let's take a quick look at the options menu. And here we are at the options menu. We have the audio, which is sound effects, music, voice, and subtitles on or off. We have the controls, which is, we have the keyboard controls here, which these are rebindable keys. And we also have controller controls as well. These are not rebindable, however, and there don't seem to be any additional layouts, which is a shame. And we also have the video, which is gamma resolution, which does go up to 4K. Anti-aliasing, don't know what kind, on or off. 3D stereo, motion blur, post-process, dynamic shadows, and physics. This is all, it's basically a fairly bare-bones options menu. There's not a lot of diversity here. I wish, even in a game that's 5 years old, I would expect a little bit more for a AAA release or, a bigger game like this. So unfortunately, not the best options menu. It's missing a fair amount, but it's also definitely not the worst I've seen either. And this is Alice Madness Returns. Now, Alice is an action-adventure platformer with puzzles and a definite story aspect as you play as Alice, who is fighting through the madness that grips her own mind and Wonderland both. Now, the game does a fantastic job of relating the random madness that is prevalent in Wonderland already and twisting it to make you feel the stark lunacy that has gripped the world. But is it Alice's madness, Wonderland's, or both? The game, to a certain extent, leaves that up to your imagination to decide for the vast majority of the game. Now, the gameplay is about what you would expect from a platformer such as this. The game does support keyboard and mouse, but I recommend using a game controller if you have one, as it will make things a little easier for you. It supports surprisingly smooth gameplay for a 5-year-old title, and I found the controls were very familiar and intuitive, and I had no problem sinking my teeth into the rich world that is offered here. Now, the graphics are also quite good for a 5-year-old title and really serve to show off how beautiful Wonderland can be, and the stark contrast of dark madness that has gripped the world and is slowly tearing it apart. Now, I especially enjoyed seeing the rich colors of the world before you start getting into the areas that have been corrupted. The game does its best to show off Wonderland and bring you into that world, and for the most part, they succeeded spectacularly. And I absolutely adore the art style here. From the gloomy and drab nature of the real world to the sudden transition to the bright colors done in a rich tapestry, The game designers show off their knowledge of storytelling through the visual medium as well as through characters and personalities. Now, the game does only run at 30 FPS, but it does so smoothly. I encountered only a few visual glitches, which were mostly minor and nearly unnoticeable, and I had no hard crashes at all. The game runs stably and well. However, I do wish that it was running at a higher frame rate. That would only serve to improve the experience, and that oversight does draw back the enjoyment capability of the game just a bit. Now, the game has a host of secrets that encourage multiple playthroughs, and the story I found to be extremely good and well delivered here. Seeing the changes in the characters and the way the game uses your own imagination to help flesh out the story was a fantastic change of pace from a great many other similar games, and really added a flavor to the gameplay that those other games are usually found lacking. So, to wrap up, guys, Alice Madness Returns, even though it is a 5-year-old video game, is still very good. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at it, and especially enjoyed me in this ridiculous costume that cannot keep clothes, and I can't even cross my arms because this getup is so tight. But a promise is a promise is a promise, even though, my goodness, my ears won't even stay up. What is up with, I spent a lot of money on this costume. I expected a little bit better quality. Man. So, yeah, Alice Matters Returns. Let's actually finish up the review here before we start going into anything else. It's a good game. It is. The graphics are still fairly decent for the type of game that it is, even though it is 5 years old. And at $20, which is the current asking price, it's better than a lot of indie games that have come out recently that sport a similar price range and try to do a similar game mechanic style. You have a lot more content, much more solid gameplay, and better graphics and a better story arc. It's fascinating. The Alice Madness Returns, it makes you question whether this is all in Alice's head or whether this is all in real life and Alice is trying to deal with madness that is taking over Wonderland, or if it's a little of both. Maybe she is going insane and her insanity is infecting Wonderland with all of this. It definitely leaves a lot to your own imagination and your own way of thinking about things and style, and I think that's fantastic that that's how they worked that. It's a brilliant story. I enjoyed the hell out of it in solid gameplay, and for $20 it is a fantastic buy even still. So that is Alice Madness Returns. It is available on Steam right now for $20 or your original equivalent, and if you are a fan of action-adventure platformers, this is a good buy for your money, and I'm glad that I experienced this game. I'm glad that I went through it, because I'd never played this game before. I picked it up specifically because it was a Alice in Wonderland game that I had not tried. And so I'm very happy that I did. I'm glad that I own it, and I will be going back and continuing to play it even more. So, getting all that out of the way, I just wanted to say once again thank you to each and every single one of you who made this possible, who subscribed to my channel, who got me to that 1,000 subscriber point. You know, I've been on YouTube for about a year now, and it's one of those things where, yes, I know, if I was ever going to truly take off, then I probably would be at a much, much higher subscriber base by now. And that's okay. I went into this expecting it to be a fun, psychotically large hobby to back my video game habit, because I have a problem. I love video games. I love playing them. I love having them. I love just everything about video game culture and nerd culture. That's me. That's been me since I was a little kid. Since I was 8 years old, playing on my dad's Commodore 64. It's been that way. And I love continuing on. I love that there are actually people that want to listen to me ramble on about this stuff and to offer up my opinion and to do what I can to help protect you as consumers, protect your rights, and help you make a more informed decision than you would have otherwise. I think that's brilliant, and I love that you guys have given me that opportunity. Next goal is going to be 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's see if we can hit it. That's going to be a tough one. If we do, I'm going to hold a some sort of contest or something like that, where we'll put together a few $100s worth of prizes to be able to give out to people. And so in addition to that, let's keep on driving forward. Let's get bigger, let's get better, let's get more. As if we get 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year, then hopefully we'll be able to hit 10,000 by the end of next year, or maybe even more. Let's see where it goes. Let's see if we can force more out of this channel. Let's see if we can force more out of me doing better and bigger and better things, like dressing up in ridiculous costumes, or doing something just zany and off the wall and crazy, or something like that, something that you guys will enjoy. If you have any ideas or something that you want to see me try on the channel, as long as it doesn't compromise my integrity of the channel and everything that I espouse to do, which is consumer protection and consumer awareness, and being able to keep you guys informed and maintain at least a slight amount of professionalism. You see that even though I'm dressed up in this ridiculous outfit, I'm still talking to you directly. And I want to be able to continue to do that kind of thing, because that's something that everyone has gravitated to so far, and it's something that I like doing, is being able to just sit down and talk to you guys and be myself. And being myself is somewhat of a professional person. I'm not a huge joker. I can be when my daughter's around, but that's different. This is me taking gaming seriously a little bit, to the point where I want to continue to do reviews for you guys, and to be able to continue to help protect you and make informed decisions based on video games, and warn you away from the really bad video games that are out there in the world, and steer you towards the video games that are really good, like Alice Madness Returns. It's a fantastic video game, and I have no qualms whatsoever recommending it. What I do have a qualm with is this outfit is roasting me alive, and these ears just won't stay up. I like that. So I want to be able to continue doing that, and it's one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's something that you guys have latched onto, and what have caused the subscriptions to come to my channel is because of my being direct and blunt with you guys, and doing my best to look out for you, which is part of the reason why I won't ever do any of those console gamer roasting again or anything like that. I will continue to try new things, because just doing reviews isn't quite enough. So I'm looking for being able to do a little bit more for this channel. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get into a place to live in town, to where I'll be able to have some more uploads, so I can do some Twitch streaming content as well, but that's probably going to be a while in coming yet. And but I'm going to continue to try and do more things, maybe discuss, I will of course discuss pertinent news topics of video games, large stories and things like that, just so you guys know what my take on it is. And sometimes, there's a huge ruckus over something like Star Citizen, over a particular aspect that's not really that big of a deal, and I'll be able to explain to you guys why, which I have done in previous videos with Star Citizen, and I will continue to do so. Once I finally, an update for that, once I finally get access to the PTU, I will of course continue on doing videos for Star Citizen. So those people that followed me because of the Star Citizen content, that's not going away. That's just delayed because there's still yet nothing new for me to report on. But again, thank you guys so much. I'm just going to wrap this up, otherwise I'm going to keep on rambling forever. Maybe I'll continue this onto a separate video, a more birthday related video or something like that, and I'll just keep the outfit on and keep talking there. But this is about me fulfilling my promise to you guys, and I will continue to do so. Thank you so much for making it a great year. Thank you guys so much better for making it my birthday awesome, even though I'm sitting here talking to you guys instead of going out and doing something fun like some people said I should do, because this is fun to me. This is sitting here hanging out with you guys. That's fun to me. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and say once again, Alice Madness Returns. It is a damn good game. For $20, it's a great value for your buy. Great graphics, great gameplay, great storyline. It's just all around a fantastic game. If I were to rate this right out of the gates, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. So with that being said, boys and girls, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for continuing to watch. I am SidAlpha, and I will see you next time. Hi there, boys and girls. Thanks for checking my video out. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even that subscribe button. Trust me, it works really good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and if you're interested in following me on Twitter and Facebook, the links for that are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in helping to support the growth of my channel, and the link for that is down below as well. And once again, thanks for watching and supporting my channel, guys. I really appreciate it.